Hello everyone, in this video we're gonna talk about the influences of Neptune transit in your third house. So what is Neptune about? Neptune is about dreams, fantasies, the unconscious mind, or imagination, spirituality, art. Uh, it's a planet of karma, unresolved issues from past. And many other things we can relate with Neptune. Third house is about education, travel, people nearest to us, our way of reasoning, our rational mind, brothers or sisters, how we think and reason, our mind, our thoughts, reading, writing, learning, studying, cars, and driving, for example. People with strong third house are experts at reasoning, are inclined to study and learn and have a career in communication, for example, and learning. Um, so they're good at seeing many faces of a situation, and they're good at handling daily practical matters. Identify similarities and differences between things. Our rational mind is doing that. Neptune in the third house is kind of a bomb dropped to your kill your rational thinking. You are no more able to think rationally when Neptune is in the third house. Because rational thinking is all about making the difference between things, identifying the borders of objects. Neptune removing planet, removing borders and boundaries is like removes these boundaries, making you unable to make the difference between things. It gives a blurred mind, blurred thoughts. So on the other hand, it can make you very imaginative. It can boost your imagination, and it can give you a very artistic, imaginative mind. Under this transit, your thoughts can be blurred, and you might not be able to remain objective because your capacity to remain see many faces of a situation is disrupted under this transit, and you rely to tend more on intuition than rational thinking. Also, this transit will change your thoughts in a spiritual way, so you can become more interested in learning about occult and astrology and religion and sciences during this transit. You're gonna look at life from a wider perspective, because you're gonna look at life from a wider perspective, from a more universal point of view, not no more focused. Your mind is no more focused on practical matters, daily tasks, and it can bring new ways of looking at life without prejudices and judgments. It can remove your prejudices. So, because Neptune dissipates, and it can help to remove these prejudices from our mind, we can develop new ideas and perspectives which we have not previously considered, because we were limited by the existing concepts. Now Neptune is here to actually a planet destroyer of existing forms, so is an enemy of the existing concepts. So our mind now is more concerned with spiritual issues, and their application at mundane level. As I said, Neptune is a planet of uncertainty, so it gives us blurred thoughts and unable to make the difference between things and remain objective. We are no more able to make decisions easily, so it becomes harder to deal with and remember mundane details. For example, you might also forget very easily during this transit because as I said, you no more give importance to daily tasks, and for example, you can easily forget your daily tasks, and you have hard time keeping your routine. Right brain is now more powerful than your left brain, so it's no more easy for you to concentrate. Left brain, is about concentration. So what else? Traveling abroad is one of the possibilities. Having spiritual people in your close circle. Be careful about making decisions, because what you think is true cannot be real, because it can only be in your mind. You made it up in your mind. So be careful about making wrong decisions in this transit. And it can be time when you are more likely to make sacrifices for people nearest to you, for example, for your neighbors, for your brothers, sisters, and you can experience deception from these people nearest to you. So maybe you should be more careful about not over giving to these people, or it can just be the time when you just need to make some sacrifices for them. Let me add that under this transit you're more likely to develop respiratory system diseases, and one of the possibilities is that you may face the illness of people nearest to you, for example, the illness of brothers or sisters or relatives, neighbors. So, finally, make sure that your words are not misunderstood. Try to express yourself clearly, because Neptune can cause misunderstandings and confusions. So if you are writing an official letter, for example, make sure that your message is transmitted correctly. And if you're not sure if what you're doing is right, then try to get help from a communication expert. Learning by intuition and relying on intuition to make decisions is what we learn at the end of this transit. So we learn not to rely only on rational mind to solve problems. And also under this transit we learn to focus our mind to more universal issues. We expand our horizons, learn spirituality, learn about astrology, occult. It's a good opportunity to do that. Express ourselves in a different way, more imaginative and poetic, romantic way. So at the end of this transit, our mind becomes more spiritual, expand its horizons. Thank you for watching.